Keefe D initial story to the police is that the dirty cops killed Tupac and shot Suge. That's what he said. So when Greg Kading and them go there, they're going there to get him to change his story. And the story that he's changing came from Reggie Wright Jr. He told Greg Kading that when they put Greg Kading on the case, his job was to make sure that the police wasn't involved by any means necessary. Go out here and solve this and prove that the police was not involved, right? So his first suspect is he goes to Reggie. Reggie shoots him some bullshit, and he no longer investigates Reggie. This is, and I guarantee you, well, he already said he got immunity or something like that in the Biggie case, right? We heard him say that, you know what I'm saying? Then he tried to change it and say that he didn't, and this, that, and the other. The fact is, he possibly got immunity in the Biggie case. He knows Suge ain't had nothing to do with it, but the fact that he lied to them when they doubled back, because remember, he first told he told the LAPD Detective Greg Kading that Southside killed Biggie because they didn't get their money for killing Tupac. That came from Reggie. Reggie told Greg Kading Southside killed Biggie because they didn't get their money for killing Tupac, right? But then he tells you, oh, Tupac got killed for trying to be a gangster. He jumped on a real nigga. That's why he got killed. Orlando and them niggas came back and they blasted on him. But he wasn't there. Reggie is also the one who within minutes, he tried to lie and trying to put a longer time on and trying to get the story together because the trial's coming together, but it's documented. It's documented, right? That he called his father and told his father that it was Southside Crips that shot Tupac the night it happened. He didn't go to law enforcement. He didn't go to Las Vegas Metro PD and give that report and said that it was Southside, right? He called his pops. And his pops called around and they incited a goddamn gang war, in my opinion, by spreading that without no full investigation, right? Now, remember, after Pac got killed, right? What did Reggie's father do? He runs over to Keefe D's house and threatens Keefe D and them that nothing better not happen to Reggie because of what happened to Tupac. Why would he threaten Keefe D and them with harming Reggie about the Tupac situation? Now, once again, I believe what Gene Deal said, that his man can make it happen with the south side of the Great Street. And Reggie and Keefe D been boys before Death Row. They was getting money in the streets. And you get ready to see it right now in the goddamn paperwork. You're about to see it right now in the paperwork, right? So here's what I believe. Again, before I get into this paperwork, I believe that Diddy did allegedly bring that to Keefe D attention, and Keefe D brought it to Reggie. And being that Pac just fired this nigga, and Suge just found out niggas was stealing, and David Kennedy just got fired by Pac, and Pac is getting ready to leave Death Row and all that shit, that Emil and Reggie was already a dirty cop, allegedly, right? He ain't even a cop no more. And now here's the other thing. Once you see this paperwork, you're going to see that, Reggie didn't retire because he was injured or he was hurt or he had some type of disability. I personally believe, right? I personally believe, that's why I don't like reading goddamn comments. It should take my train of thought. Damn, what was I saying? Shit. Oh, I know what I was getting ready to say. Sorry, I had to bring it back so I could get my train of thought. Andrew threw me off, right? So what I was going to say was, oh, damn it. I don't believe that Reggie left the force because he had a disability. I think he left the force because he was being investigated for selling drugs when he was a cop, allegedly. And I think that was going to come down and it was going to fall bad on his dad. And that's why they came up with, yo, you should go work for Suge or whatever, which he probably was a fucking informant the whole time, right? Talking about hacky, right? So I believe that when you see this paperwork, I think Reggie was getting ready to be investigated, or probably was being investigated for selling drugs in Compton as a cop, right? And that's why he left the force and went and started doing the security for Death Row, allegedly, and continued his drug ring, allegedly, right? You'll see in a few seconds. Choke, you did a video reading statements from the cameraman who took the last photo. Cops found him on the crab table and took the camera within 1 hour after the shooting. I saved the video. You did. I remember. Yeah, I know. I remember what you're talking about, which was that's a whole nother story, which is weird. But we that's for another time. Right now, not right now. Let me pull up this paperwork. Now, this Keefe D statement, right? In 1999. Usually when you go with the first one, it's probably closest to the truth, right? Now, there's a statement. Individuals, I don't have all the pages. This is just page 2. So I don't know what was on page 1. But individuals associated with Death Row Records will have wanted to kill Anderson, right? And I'm pretty much sure they talk about if he did it, like he would have been the target. Anderson was not involved in the shooting death of Tupac Shakur, and neither Davis nor his group killed Shakur or Christopher Wallace, aka Notorious B.I.G. Davis does not know who killed the 2 rap stars. He believes that either individuals from New York associated with Puffy Combs or individuals associated with Death Row Records could have killed Shakur, and that the individuals associated with Death Row Records killed Wallace. Now, this is what Keefe D's originally saying, y'all, way back in 99. Now, the conflict between Davis and Marion Knight and the conflict between the Southside Compton Crips and the Compton Blood Pyru gangs began as a result of the mall altercation between Marcus Nunn, Orlando Anderson, and other members of the Southside Compton Crips with the Compton Blood gang members, including Trayvon Lane. This altercation led to the later assault on Orlando Anderson in the Las Vegas casino during the night, during which Knight, the Blood gang members, and others associated with Death Row Records beat and kicked Anderson. Davis and Anderson were upset after the casino attack on Anderson, but they were not going to strike back with so many police officers around. They would have struck back once they returned to Compton. After Tupac Shakur was shot and killed shortly after after the casino attack on Anderson, there was a war between the Southside Compton Crips and the Compton Blood gang. During the war, Davis' group lost Bobby Finch. Also, Donnell Brim was shot. Right? Now, when the dude Bobby Finch got killed, allegedly Reggie knew about it within seconds of it happened, minutes, right? Because that's the story that Hackey told, allegedly, that he called Reggie, he told him Bobby Finch had got killed, and Reggie already knew. And he told him, don't tell Suge. Right? Donnell Brim was shot. Davis believes that the Compton Police Department spread the word that Anderson and Davis group had killed Shakur. Also, people speculated that this is what happened because of the circumstances of the attack on Anderson shortly before the shooting. Exactly. Right? Now, we know that to be a fact because Reggie told on himself that he called his father and told him that the South Side did it, which allegedly, in my opinion, incited a war between the dudes in Compton, because Reggie called his pops and his pops called around and told everybody that Reggie fucking told him that it was Southside without no investigation. Now remember, this comes from Keefy D. Davis believes that the Compton Police Department spreaded the word that Anderson and the Davis group had killed Shakur. We know that to be a fact. Now, let me put that on pause for a minute, because I got receipts to prove my theory.